Let me show you how to link your CSS style sheet to your HTML. On the right hand side of my screen is my Visual Studio Code. Feel free to use any code editor of your choice. And on the left hand side of my screen is my live website on my favorite web browser, Chrome. Also feel free to use any one of your choice. So if you look at my code editor, I have some HTML codes here, starting from this place to this place, down here. So, and if I scroll up again, you discover that I have my CSS, that is my style sheet, also linked in the same page on the same website or on the same page of the Visual Studio Code. Here, if you scroll up, you see that everything is jam-packed together. Now, let's find a way to separate this CSS code to another way. Go back to project1.html, and here we are going to select every style in this website, all our CSS in this website. Looks like I have overpassed them. Let me come back again. So this is my CSS. So after we select everything here, we are going to hit Ctrl X, or we right click and cut it. So I'm going to hit Ctrl X on my keyboard to cut it. Go back to my style sheet and Ctrl V on the keyboard to paste it. Now our CSS code is in a different page. So how do we manage to link it back to that place? Now that we have cut it from project1.html and paste it in stylesheet.html, let's go back to project1.html and hit Ctrl S to save. If you come back on a web page or on our code editor, you discover that these and these are on a different page. So they need something to connect it together before this HTML page will access this style sheet page. Now the first thing we are going to do, and the first attribute we are going to give it a reference attribute is equals to a style sheet. This is telling the website that every code here, or every code that will be referenced within this link, should be seen as a style sheet. The second attribute we will be giving it is the href. In one of my videos of HTML and CSS for beginners, I made a video on href. It is an attribute used in the link to reference a particular element in CSS. And we are going to say href is equals to double quote, and inside the double quote, we are going to give it a name of this style sheet element. You can name this style sheet anything you want to name it. So any name that is here is going to be here. So in this case, we are going to call it stylesheet.css. Now when you come back to our web browser, you discover that everything is arranged back. That is to say, we have linked or connect this HTML to this CSS.